Welcome back to another Age of Mythology 1v1. Alright, it's been a while, so hopefully we get to see, no Japanese today. We have a Zeus player in the bottom corner of the map, in blue. Sitting on a scout, getting the rhinos. Good early game start. Playing as Zeus, alright. So on the other side of the map, we have a Poseidon player. Uses his lure. Starts going on food and scouting. Great start. Perfect start. Alright, so the Japanese are in the game now, so at some point here in the future we'll be able to review a Japanese game. See what that's like. But right now, while the Greeks are scouting around, we'll take a look at some of their relics. We have increases hero hit points by 10%. That's a pretty good relic, especially since Greek heroes are strong. We have over but closer to blue, improves all buildings line of sight by 8. I mean, that can help against like early raids and stuff. Have a little bit of easier time map control. Infantry train faster by 25%. Now this is a relic. Kind of more towards the middle of the map. Looks like red has the most relics next to him. This is a great relic for anybody to pick up. 25% cheaper, especially for Zeus. Zeus is going to train a lot of hoplites, and he's going to want that relic. And the last relic we have increases the attack of ranged soldiers and ranged heroes by 5%. 5% is not a whole lot, and I don't see a whole lot of ranged units coming out this game. Maybe from red. If he decides to go cavalry and archers. Choice. It's an option. Steal some of red sheep. Who's starting to build up his temple. This is good. Red has not started his yet. Is he gathering from the monkey? Wow, even uses his wood villagers to take out the rhino. Interesting play by blue. He's got a lot of wood. He's gonna age up. He has the resources. Oh yeah, he's getting ready for it. Right after this villager, he's going with Athena. Going to unlock some minotaurs. Music just a little loud.
Λέγε.
Lonely goat. There it goes. Lion goes down next. Who has made it to classical age and red right behind him. Who starts with a stable, interesting play against a Poseidon player. I guess that makes sense. You can hunt down the units. We have Atalanta. Atalanta, yeah, coming out. Thought we had a relic over here. I guess not. No, I thought sure we did, yeah. It looks like Red picked it up. Building's line of sight by 8. It's kind of shit. Alright, he grabbed the good one. Infantry train faster by 25%. Oh, Zeus snipes the Cyclops. That Cyclops goes, or Minotaur goes down really quick to the heroes. But we got Hippias and I'm gonna guess Hercules. Heracles, whatever they want to call him. Who goes in for a fight? Red surrounds him. It looks like Blue has more units here. Red forced to retreat. Blue continues sending more units to the front line. Archers go down, villagers start dying. Red's starting to stream out some hoplite. Blue just keeping on the pressure. It's not a game-ending army, but he did manage to do some damage. He's keeping Red off of resources. Blue thinking about expanding. Yeah, he's building a second town center. Scout comes in to do some damage and it dies. We're trying to sneak away around back, seeing if he can do any damage. Put any villagers in the back, but let's see. He doesn't know what's here, but Red manages to get out in time. sees Red's army and backs out. Blue's still growing, but expanding at the same time. He's keeping Red off of a town center, so then he can expand faster, get to that point where he has a game-ending army, and then finish Red off. Red coming in with his army. Maybe he's thinking about doing some damage. Just observing. Just looking at Blue's army. Comes down here and sees some structures. Maybe you can slow Blue down, taking him out. The granary's inconsequential, but taking out the houses means Blue has to rebuild those at some point. Comes in, sees an opportunity to do some damage to some villagers. He manages to take one out. Oh, not quite. He goes in on the buildings. Red has a very well-rounded army, and he's stuck, and Blue is stuck. Red has everything. He has Hippias, he has archers, and he has hoplites. I thought that was his demise earlier, because when he lost that first fight, it's because he wasted resources into buildings. But now, having a diversified army is giving him an advantage. Reaches H3 with Dionysus, meaning we're gonna get some bronze armor. But forced to retreat against the bronze armor. It's just too strong. They've nerfed it a lot, so it's not as strong as it used to be. But still a really powerful god power. Bronze armor ends in 1 second. Blue just hunting down pieces of Red's army. Red decides to engage now. That Hydra's gonna get some tasty meat. It's up to 2 heads now. Blue actually managing to hold off Red. Red sacrificing his bows, knowing they'll just die over time. Leaving with the Hippias. An interesting tactical play. Blue now with a scary looking army, and Red just with pieces of his last. Red still hasn't expanded to a second town center yet. Blue doing a good job keeping him off of resources. The Hydra does some serious damage. Atlanta coming out and dying. Red's army turns into pigs. Blue's winning this one, but can he turn it into a game ender? I wouldn't. This is not enough, I don't think. Ooh, slowly losing units to the Toxitase. Red manages to hold off Blue again. Villager goes down. Red successfully raiding. Another villager. Third dies. A fourth. I mean, Blue has 2 town centers, so it's not cutting deep into his economy. But Red did some damage and was able to leave. Comes in, starts attacking the tower. Takes out the militia, moving in on the infantry. Not enough. Red has a lot of Toxitase. Red successfully raiding some more. Not cutting deep into Blue's economy, but again, able to do some free damage. This is going to disrupt Blue's supply income. He's going to have to field less army. Red shippies are going to go down to the hoplite now. A lot of archers. Blue's going to have to go around the pacifists. The thing is, he could crush the pacifists and the Toxitase, but he just doesn't feel like he has the numbers. Which makes sense. Those pacifists are going to shred these hoplites, though. Blue wants to be Zeus and wants to make use of them. Out here with 4 archery ranges. Built a fortress to defend the gold mine. Red's still surviving on just one TC. Me and Lion's coming out, maybe for a raid it looks like. Red's still doing okay on resources, but he's being eclipsed in blue by villagers. And blue's been putting way too many into wood. Just take half those and put them into food, build some farms. It's gonna lose some villagers here. Red doing great with the raid so far. More villagers go down. Odysseus, Heracles, and Jason.
Πρόσταγμα.
Jason.
Πρόσεχε.
Doesn't look like Blue sees this. Nope. He has no idea that this gold mine is being taken right now. It's almost out, actually. If Blue knew about this, he definitely would have probably stopped it. But he's just building up for a game-ending army. He's taking the middle. Both armies at roughly equal strength. These Toxotes are going to melt any unit they focus fire. Alright, this is a terrible engagement. These archers are just going to melt anything coming through this choke. Me and Lion's doing great work stunning the units. The Hydra, not going to get a second head. Oh, there he goes. But it goes down. Another Hydra coming in. He should have sent his Hippias around into the Toxotes if he wanted to use this choke. Nice escape by Blue. Wow. Not the best move by Blue, not gonna lie. Trying to engage inside this tight little choke meant that his mostly melee army couldn't do any damage for most of the fight. They had to come in and die, then the next row would come in and die, and the next row would come in and die. It was terrible, especially against a line of Toxotes. He had Hippias about right here. He should have sent them around back towards the Toxotes, which were all in this area right here. If you wanted to use the choke, right? Because then you could use the choke to block the melee while the Hippias are doing damage to the Toxotes in the back. The Toxotes wouldn't know what to do. They'd be stuck between choosing to attack the Hippias or the front line. infantry. But blue, with enough fortresses, is able to hold off red from pushing in. And he's got a sizable force again. He decides to come back in. He's losing these fights. And it's due to those Toxitates able to focus fire the front line really quickly. He does have Peltis, blue. Neither player able to take from this gold mine now that they both got fortresses on the outside of it. Red doesn't know blue wants to take this gold mine. Another fight starts. The Nemean line's getting insane value. These are the main wrecks now. But red is losing that fight. Peltis not focusing down the Toxitates, but that's okay. They do decent damage. Able to focus down. There we go. They're taking out the Toxitates really quickly now. And that's it. Red calls it. He's been on 1 TC the whole time. He didn't expand. Blue was able to double up his... When his military died, he was able to build another one up immediately. Just keep the pressure on and on and on. It was hard. Hard for Red to do anything on only 1 TC. And it's not his fault. Blue was guarding it. But Red needed to build an army to stop Blue from harassing him, and then build a TC so then he could keep up economically. But he did keep up the fight. He was able to get a lot of gold. He took a lot of gold off the map. But mostly just on his, but entirely really just on his side. Blue was able to expand faster. And Blue had backup. See, he needs food. Food is such a heavy, everything costs food. Villagers cost food. Upgrades cost food. Myth units cost food, some of them. Military, your frontline costs food. Anything melee. You need food. A lot more than wood. A lot of players get wood. Get way too much wood. That's okay though. I just noticed he's floating resources, so that's a lot of gold. And I can tell he wanted to put it into infantry because he's got low food. So he was gathering favor. Blue managed to make it to age 4. Making his Hydras a little bit tankier when they were up here. But I think using that lightning storm helped end it too. Red was down to nothing. His Toxitates were getting melted by Hippias and Peltists. GG, good job, Blue. Alright, this is a nice improvement. I like the way this looks. Well, they were pretty close in military the entire game, but Blue expanded, so he was able to keep it up faster. Look at this much bigger spike right here. Look at how much steeper this is for Blue than like Red. Red expanded a couple times his military, but Blue was able to come back faster. See right here, this is where Blue lost his army, and it was looking like, all right, well, Red's gonna hold on for a little bit longer, but he was able to build it back immediately. And then just a few minutes later, that was it. Anyways, that's how it goes in these games, right? Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can leave a comment, provide feedback. That'd be great. But above all else, just remember to keep being awesome out there. And I'll see you later. Bye.